hello. How are you doing? Hello, TM. How are you? I'm sorry the stream is a little bit late today. I'm feeling quite laggish. I've had my shot today. The one shot. Hello, Apollo. How are you? How is everyone doing? How is your weekend so far? Tis the beginning or mid start of your weekend. Oh, nice. Hope I am feeling well. Yes, thank you. I was actually quite anxious. I was really nervous, right? I had scheduled my shot for, I actually had an appointment yesterday, but then I couldn't get out of work. They wouldn't let me out of work. So I'm just like, oh, okay then. I guess I'll just schedule again today, before the stream. And what's funny is yesterday, so I had the appointment. I was so anxious. I was so anxious about it that I kept waking up throughout the night. I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up again like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Boo boo. I got my shot, my one shot. I got Pfizer. I got Pfizer. First dose. I guess I'm scheduled to have the other one June 5th is what they said for the second dose. I was really nervous about it because I'm really prone to getting sick. I stopped taking flu shots because every time I take the flu shot, I always get sick immediately afterwards, just because I absolutely have no immune system. So I was just like, you know, if I take this, I'm definitely going to get sick. But everyone was telling me like, first one's fine. Second one's totally going to wreck you. And I'm like, oh God, okay. So we'll see. I'm here now. It's not that bad. Arm's a little sore. I was feeling a little funny, but I think that's just the anxiety speaking. I had a little bit of a lay down. I fell asleep. I was a little bit tired. I actually fell asleep at my kotatsu watching. You caught COVID? So you're good for 3 months? Is that how long these last? Do we have to do it again in 3 months? Do we have to get vaccinated again in 3 months? I'm down. You haven't got ill in years? Not even a cold? Lucky you. Oh my God, lucky you. I on the other hand, when I get sick, I get all of the symptoms except for a fever. So it's like I get congested, I get all snotty and sniffly and everything. But then I don't get the fever part, which as pleasant as that might sound, that means my body is not fighting back. My body is not cooking the virus. So then it just makes my sickliness last a bit longer. Because my body is just like, nope, it just lives here now. The shot lasts for a whole year. So is this like the new flu shot? Do we have to? So we get this shot, and then later on when it's flu season, we get the flu shot, and then next year we do the same thing. We've got two annual shots that we got to take now from now on. No. I think the last time I got sick was like 2 years ago. And I was fully functional. My brain was just like bogged down. But I was still like fairly functional. It was a little bit hard to breathe, and I'm just like, I can, and it was like during the holidays too, and I had guests over, and I'm like, I'm okay. I can still do whatever it is that we're doing. We're going out, we're going to the mall, we're hanging out. Yeah, I'm game. I got this. Don't worry about me. And I went and I got some, I got some medicine, which helped a lot. I had to get specific medicine that doesn't do anything for fevers, just because I didn't have any. But that's me in a nutshell. So yeah, I guess that's a fair warning to you guys. Around June 5th is when my second dose is. If I end up canceling that stream, you'll know why. I'll probably be like, I got my shot. When I went in, so it was pretty quick and it was actually surprisingly fast. It was like, I walked in, they're like, hello, which one are you getting? I'm like, Pfizer. And then they're like, okay, phone number, ID. I give them everything. And then they're like, okay, go over there, go to this number. And I was like, carted around by multiple people in orange vests. They're like, here, go here. Okay, cool. Let me look at your card. Cool. Go over here. Okay, go over there. Okay, now let me see your card. Okay, now go to this table where there's a bunch of alcohol swabs and cotton swabs and a lot of needles and a big box filled with needles. I'm like, ooh. Ooh, tables and tables of needles everywhere. Okay, okay. They're like, take a seat right there. I'm like, I take a seat. And this is scary. I take my seat and the guy's really friendly. They're like, hi, you're here to take your shot? I'm like, yes. First dose? Yes. And they're like, which arm would you like? And I'm thinking about this, right? And I do have to think about this because, as I mentioned before, I'm half ambidextrous. So I write with my left hand, but I'm mostly active with my right. So like theoretically, if it's going to hurt, and if I want it to, because you have to have you move your arm around so that it helps, move things about. So it would be my right arm, but at the same time, my left arm is dominant. So like I wouldn't want it to be, the whole conundrum, like which arm do you do? Which arm do you do? And I'm like, right. And the guy's just like, okay, yeah, it's your choice. It's your choice. We can do whatever your arm you like, but just keep in mind the moment that the needle's in there, I can't make the change. I can't make any adjustments for you the moment the needle's in there. I'm like, oh yes, of course. I understand. Don't worry. I completely understand. I appreciate that he was trying to put a little bit of humor in there, but then like I'm still kind of laughing off at that comment, and he doesn't really give me any warning. He doesn't say, okay, here we go. He's just like that. He just stabs it in, and I'm like, huh, well, okay, needle's in my arm. Yep, it's in there. and it was in there for a while, and I'm like, the moment I feel it, I'm like, I have to look away. I'm not squeamish to needles. I just have really bad experiences with needles. So I'm just like looking, I turn my head and I'm like, I still feel it in my arm. I still feel it in my arm. And it gives it what? It feels like maybe give or take like 3 to 4 seconds or something. Then he takes it out and he's like, all done. I'm like, cool, that was quick. That was really quick. We done. He's like, yep, we are done. Puts the Band-Aid on, and then the where I had it, the place I had it, it looked like it was for a hockey rink, right? It was like a huge stadium. And they catered me into the hockey arena area, and I had to sit down in some bleacher chairs. And it was kind of interesting because like the hockey area, there was no ice, and it was just like the whole rink was just kind of like spaced out chairs. I guess they used to do vaccinations down there in the arena, and I was just staring at it, and I'm just like, man, this feels kind of funny. Like I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I feel kind of funny. And I'm like, I have to wait here for 15 minutes. I shouldn't overthink things, right? Because I know I'm already having anxiety. I'm like, I'm not having any side effects. I am fine. But I still feel funny. I can't describe it. I was like, I feel my heart having a little bit of palpitations, but I'm going to chalk that up to the anxiety. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. The kid in the other room. Ah! But after the 15 minutes, I left, and then I came home. I still felt kind of funny, and I laid down with my Doge, and then I went and had food and fell asleep at my kotatsu. Feeling funny? That's the natural you. That is so true. I always feel funny. I think a lot of people feel funny. Well, I mean, it's better than feeling bad, right? We'll see. I don't know if my arm's gonna hurt later. Everyone's telling me that their arm hurts. But I'm waggling it around. I'm waggling my arm around. And it feels kind of fine. Feels fine. I made sure to get the Pfizer one because everyone was telling me that one has like the least amount of side effects. The least, quote, quote. It was really hard. Everyone's like offering Moderna. Everywhere I found Moderna. Which, you know, not opposed, but gonna try Pfizer. And the reason, so I'm not scared of needles, though I have had someone tell me something that kind of made me scared of needles for a little bit, but now I have to actively like stop thinking about it. I don't think about it, but I had someone who's like scared of needles basically tell me that the reason why they're scared of needles, I hope this doesn't mortify you guys when I tell you guys this. Someone told me that their greatest fear about needles is they're scared of when the needle is inside them. They're scared of the needle snapping and staying inside them. And I'm like, you know what? I never thought about that before. That's actually quite mortifying. That is very mortifying. And it did kind of terrify me for a little bit. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Because especially like some of these needles are really, really thin, right? Some of these needles are really thin. But I don't think about it. I don't think about that. That's not my fear. That is the other person's fear. So yeah. But it did scare me for a little bit. Oh, you're a lucky one. We get AstraZeneca? Ah. It would have to be a really cheap kind of needle. That is very true. That is also true. I feel like we have a third option here. Yeah, we get Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. But I was explicitly told not to get Johnson & Johnson. Let me ask a medic streamer I know. Okay. Well, see, so while that's not my fear about needles, the reason why I'm a little bit adverse to getting shots is because both of my parents are in the medical field, which of course means all of my medical treatment I received from my parents. And as you can imagine, being treated by your parents, it's like they don't give you the customer service that they would their normal patients. Johnson & Johnson has killed a female? Oh no. See, I don't know about any of this. I heard there was a lot of complaints about Johnson & Johnson, but I don't know too much about any of these. I made a quick text to my parents. I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to get the shot. What is the one that you recommend? And they were like either Moderna or Pfizer. They had to do a recall. Ooh. I don't know if I saw any. I think I saw like one for Johnson & Johnson. But a lot of the places that offered was either Moderna or Pfizer. But it was a lot harder to find Pfizer. I was trying to see if I can get my shot at like a Walgreens or something, and it was really really derm because like they had appointments for first shot, like for example like it was today, and I would select it and they would be like, okay, sorry, we don't have enough appointments to schedule your second dose. You'll have to come back again later. And I'm like, wait. Why can't I schedule this now? Like, what do you mean? The second dose isn't until like a couple weeks out. Like, it can wait till later, sort of thing, like to another date when you actually have dates. So they had appointment dates available like sooner, but not later for the second dose. And I was really confused. But then eventually someone showed me a different place to make an appointment for the shot, which is where I ended up going, which was really clean and painless and super fast. It was like I was in, I was out, and yep. But anyway, back to being treated by my parents. I can recant. So there was one time when I was getting my flu shot. My parents gave me my flu shot, and they had the needles and everything. And my dad, I really wish my dad gave me the shot, but it was my mom that gave me the shot. And you know, my mom likes to like be a little bit frantic and overthink things, and if she doesn't know how to do something, she then kind of panics and stuff like that. Well, I guess my dad kind of was showing her the example. My dad gave my sister her shot, and I was hoping he would do mine, but no, he was just like, this is how you do it. Gave my sister her shot, and then my mom was tasked to give me and my brother a shot. And I guess these needles that they were using, when you when you do the injection, and you deplete all of the medication, it's supposed to automatically retract the needle. According to, I guess, them. Band-Aid Becco, yes. I had my shot today. But anyway, so my mom, she stuck me with the needle, depleted all of the medication, or vaccine, or flu shot, and then left the needle in me, and like was holding it there in my arm. And you know how you can feel the needle just waggle around in your arm? And my mom's just like, what do I do? And I'm like, please take the needle out. And my mom's like, it's not retracting. It's not retracting. And I'm just like, well, is the needle done? And she's just holding it there. And she's like asking my dad from across the room, like, what do I do? It's not retracting. What do I do? And all the while, of course, because her attention isn't entirely on the needle and my arm, her hand is shaking. Her hand isn't the most steadiest thing ever. And I feel this needle just waggling around in my arm. I'm like, please, this is really uncomfortable. Mother, please just take the needle out. Please. And she's like, I don't know what to do. It's not retracting. And my dad's just like, if it's all gone, just take the needle out like a normal needle. You don't need to wait for it to retract. I'm like, please. Yeah, so medication was kind of like that for me. Getting shots was kind of like that for me. So I don't usually get shots. I think once my parents stopped giving me our shots, I stopped getting shots. Well, that, and also because every single time I get the shot, a flu shot, I always get sick, each and every time. I think the worst time I got sick, there was one time I got sick. Oh wait, did my dad vaccinate you? No, we're not talking about. We're not talking about this vaccine, but there was like years ago when my parents gave me when we got our flu shots from our parents. Oh yes. Both of my parents are in the medical field. They would vaccinate us. They would give us our flu shots. Yeah. You would never trust your parents with needles to needle you? You got an answer? Give me a sec. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah. My mom gave shots to infants when she worked at the hospital. Like that was one of her sole jobs when she worked at the hospital. She would just give shots to them. I used to joke, like, all the babies cry when you give them shots. I used to joke about that. I think the worst time I got sick, and I think the only time I can ever remember having a fever, there's only once, There's only once in my life that I remember having a fever because it was so bad that I swear I started hallucinating. I swear I started hallucinating. What is this? It's possible but rare. Happens more with the catheter of IVs than the physical needle, which is a solid metal object. Happens more with smaller needles than bigger needles. Ha 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 ha. Never had it happen in my 8 years of career of sticking more than 5,000 people. The needle flexes and will bend before breaking. That's a good track record. 8 years, 5,000 people of sticking 5,000 people. But at the end of the day, what you're also saying is that it's still also slightly possible. it's difficult and not it's something that's really 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 rare. But you're still saying it's slightly possible with catheters and IVs. So never get a catheter or IV. Okay, no, I'm joking. I've never had an IV, I don't think. Not unless you count having my wisdom teeth pulled out. But even then, I actually don't remember if that was an IV or if that was for the anesthesia. Maybe if they employ veterinarians. So when I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, I don't know how it's done nowadays, but I remember the experience because it was an interesting freaky deaky experience, right? When I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, they brought me into this clinic. We went to a clinic that I've never been to. I think it was called like Sleepy something dental, blah, 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 something like that, right? I go in and they bring me into this room, which it looked like a really undecorated shanty, like back room, like makeshift medical room. All the walls were barren. There was barely any furniture, sort of thing. Like, and the freakiest thing of them all, right? So just think of a normal doctor's room, only there's like lacking in counters. It's that weird like off yellow, off white color all over the walls, and they have the little dentist chair ish thing right in the middle. It's like this big bulky brown, like tan brown chair, and right above this chair, dangling from the ceiling in the middle of the room is this giant, thick metal chain that just it was just this long chain. It didn't connect to anything. There was nothing hanging off of it, but it was this giant, thick metal chain. And I remember sitting in this chair and looking at that chain and being like, what could this possibly be for? What could they possibly be hooking up to this chain, right? And I'm sitting there, and of course they inject me. They like stick the little IV thing for the anesthesia because they're gonna knock me out. And punching bag, yeah, it kind of looked like a punching bag chain. I gotta be honest with you, the teeth chain. And I don't know how it's done now because I've heard some people tell me that they were awake when they had their wisdom teeth pulled out, but for me, they completely knocked me out. Like I full on had anesthesia, and I remember when they put the needle in me, they're like, "Okay, we're gonna put the needle in, and you're just gonna count to 10, okay? Count to 10 slowly." And in my head, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna count to 10, but I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go higher than that. I'm gonna see how long I can stay awake, right? And I'm like, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, let me just close my eyes for a little bit. 4. And the next thing I know, they were shaking me awake. They're like, hey, time to wake up, time to wake up. I'm like, what the frick? What the frick? And you're like, it's time to go. Were yours impacted? Well, they explained to me because you know how your parents, they collect baby teeth. So my parents, they were asking if it was possible to get my wisdom teeth, and they were like, no. And they're like, what? And they're like, no, there will be nothing left. Like, they said the way they were going to remove my wisdom teeth was that they were going to implode my tooth, and that there was nothing left. There was going to be nothing left but shards. They were going to implode. Collect my teeth. Yeah. When my brother got his removed, they sliced his in half. So they at least got to collect his. His was like in half. Like it was sliced in half. Mine was complete shards. They just like imploded my tooth and just were plucking out shards. And I remember because I went home, right? I was really drowsy. I was like, we got in the car and I was really drowsy and stuff like that. And I came home. First thing I did was I go to the bathroom, right? I look in the mirror, and out of curiosity, I just open my mouth, and my whole mouth was just black. My whole mouth was black, filled, like everything was coated in blood. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Like my tongue was like the dark red, like dark black blood. Everything was black. I was like, I'm really sleepy now. So I was still cognitive enough to make the conscious choice of I should go grab a towel and place it on my pillow. I placed the towel on my pillow, and then I went to sleep. And then I slept. And when I woke back up, the towel was covered in blood. I'm like, well, that's a good decision. But yeah. And then I couldn't eat things for a while. I couldn't have anything hot. I couldn't have anything cold. I couldn't chew on anything. So it's like the only thing I could have was like soup. But even then that was kind of miserable because I couldn't have hot soup. The hot soup still hurt, and it hurt so bad. Yours must not have been growing in straight then. I was awake and they just made my mouth numb and yeeted them out. I've heard so many different ways. I don't know why I was recommended this place. I don't think my wisdom teeth were too bad. I just remember saying, hey, when I bite down, I bite on my gummy bits, and it's kind of uncomfortable. And they were like, okay, we go implode them. And then when my brother had the same issue, they were like, he went to a different place. So that he didn't go to the sleepy time place. I mean, he still had anesthesia. But, yeah, they just sliced his tooth in half. And thank you for the hydration, Let me get some water. I had some pretty nasty interventions, but not anything like that. My wisdom teeth never arrived. Oh, lucky. But then again, I also don't regret the experience. It was actually kind of fun being put under anesthesia because I'm just like, I'm gonna try to stay awake. Yeah, that didn't happen at all. Would I try it again? Yeah, if it sounds so bad. I would want to try anesthesia again. Let's see how far I can go. I mean, how many seconds can I stay awake? I want to try. But it did freak me out, right? I did psych myself out seeing that chain in the ceiling. I'm like, yo, what is this? It looks like they're gonna take my spleen. They're gonna sell my liver on the black market. Where's this tub of ice? They're gonna shove my organs in. That's what I was thinking to myself. I was psyching myself out while having my wisdom teeth taken out. I'm like, this is it, boys. This is it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna be out. I'm not gonna know what happened. I guess the first thing I should do is check for stitches. Those are some trust issues. Understandable. Yo, I don't think I would have thought that if there was no chain in the ceiling. If there was no chain, like no thick, freaking dummy thick metal chain dangling from the ceiling in the middle of the room, if that was not there, I probably wouldn't have had those thoughts and like freaked out like that. I probably wouldn't have thought that because I'm just like, this is a dentist's office. What is that doing here? If it looked like just a normal dentist's office, I would have been like, okay, let's do this. But no, I guess during their downtime, they hang punching bags from the middle of it, have a heyday. And then when they have an appointment to go pull some teeth, they're like, okay, time to take down the punching bag. Dentist's office, previously a gym and combat ring. They're like, hello, how would you like your wisdom teeth to be taken out today? Would you like to be put under? Or would you like to be entered into the battle arena and have the chance opportunity of having it punched out of your face by our local dentist? I don't think I've ever like punched. I have been punched in the face before. I don't think it ever resulted in any like loose teeth. Swole dentist kick the door down. Be like, time to get those wisdom teeth taken out. Becca, do I play Final Fantasy? Is that the online one? I don't play the online one. No. I have not. I don't want to pay for subscription. I don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've thought about it many times. Back when you know when Final Fantasy Online first came out for PlayStation 2, I really wanted to play that one. Right? I really, really wanted to play that. And just the fact that like the graphics and everything just looks so pretty. Like I still want to play, but I don't know how I feel about paying for subscription. I think I was told that you can play for free up to a certain level, but then what is it? The moment you play, you pay or something like that, then you can't stop. You can never stop. You can never ever stop subscription. Otherwise, you lose your data or something like that. Like you go after a certain level, and it's just like, well, you're invested. You can't cancel now, sort of thing. You don't lose your data if you stop your subscription. You just you can't log on. Is that what goes on? It's just you are here now. I would be interested in playing. But also, like, I used to be really heavy into MMORPGs. They used to consume my life a lot. And this was back before online games, right? But back before you could play Among Us or like Payday, any of those like online games, or even like, wait, maybe, This was back before I even had a Steam. We'll just say that, because I'm pretty sure those games still existed back then. I just didn't have a Steam back then. I was in the MMORPGs. My very first MMORPG was a game called Fly for Fun. I played that like crazy. I had a whole loads of fun. When I first played that, when I first played Fly for Fun, I didn't understand too much the concept of yes, fluff. Hey, you played Fly for Fun? I have not gone back to Fluff in a while. But when I first played it, it was so funny. I was playing with a friend that played it a lot, that got me into it. And I had played a lot of like, single player console games. I was a console gamer, and they have that bridge. I don't know if you remember the bridge in the very, very early like area, the first area, that bridge with the hole in it that like every time you jump it, you have to jump it, you lag. And I remember them telling me when they first had me cross the bridge, like, okay, now in this part you have to be careful, okay? There's like always a lag spike when you jump it. You just make sure you jump it. I remember looking at that hole, and I looked down and I'm like, this is really high up. I wonder if I take fall damage. And I didn't even bother jumping the hole. I literally jumped down the hole, and I'm like, ah! And then I fell down to the bottom of the ravine, and I splushed there, and there was like a bunch of those shrimp thingies. And my friend was like, oh my God, they jumped down. And I landed in the water. I'm like, wow, I'm still alive. That's amazing. They had to come down and get me. I'm like, wow, I didn't die. I didn't die. And they're like, no, you didn't. I kind of remember it, but I'm not sure. Maybe a friend wanted me to play together. Nice jump. Yeah. There's a couple of other things. I actually drew comics of some of the experiences I had. I remember when I first logged in, I hated the novice outfit. I was just like, man, I look like a scrub. This is awful. Ugh, ugh. And then there was another experience that I had where, they have those, so like, you start off in the beginning area, but in the beginning area, they have these, like, I think it was like level 20. I think it was either level 20 or they're either level 20 or level 50. So my friend was like a level 60, right? Because I think that was the cap back then. And I was obviously level 1, and you fight them A-bats first. You fight them A-bats, but then next to the A-bat, there was like these clowns, right? And they're part of a later mission that you come back to. But they were like level 20 or level 60 or something like that. And I'm like, huh, clown. I wonder if I can hit that. And so I smacked it, and they're like, no, don't do that. And it insta-killed me. And I'm laying there in the crowd. I'm like, yo, please avenge me, please. And he's just like looking at me laying on the ground. He's like, oh my God. And so then he goes and like one hit shots the clown. He's like, there you go. And I'm like, thank you. You can take those, red. I know. I was so reckless. I'm such a reckless like player. If just like something just piques my interest, I go for it. The impulse control is weak in me. I'm just like, hey, I wonder if I can do that. And that's probably a lot of the reason why I break a lot of games in general. I think I tried getting into Ragnarok too, like the Pixel Ragnarok, not Ragnarok 2, the old Pixel one. But then like I only played it when I was with my cousins, like when I was visiting them in Canada land. And then when I went back home, I couldn't figure out how to get on because they always played on private servers, and I didn't my pea brain size was just like, how do I do all of this server stuff? Like, how do I even download all that stuff and get the patches? And I was just so confused. So I only played it when I was visiting my cousins. And yeah, private servers, yeah. And then what's another game? At one point, I had a friend that was trying to get me into WoW, because that's another thing, right? I had some friends that were trying to get me into WoW, and I told them straight up, I'm like, I'm not paying subscription for my game. If I play a game, I want to own it. I don't want to pay subscription for it. So eventually, they got me to join a private server for WoW because they wanted me to experience WoW, right? And I remember I was the Draenei. Is it the druid Draenei? The goat people? I was a goat person, right? Oh my God, her accent is so lovely. But anyway, it was kind of funny because they were trying to instruct me on how to properly play WoW. And we're like, well, since you're this class, you should probably get these jobs to help with your class so that when you level up, you can make this and this. And I was looking at it, right? I was looking at all these jobs, and I'm like looking at it, and I noticed, I'm like, you know what? These are all like items that you have to go back for and stuff like that. And it would be so tedious to have to go back and forth for some of these things. And so I completely disregarded what they told me about jobs, and instead I picked both gathering jobs. That's what I did. And they're like, that's not going to be useful to you. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I want. And so then I went and I just gathered buttloads of these materials, and I would go to the marketplace and sell them. And I was freaking making bank because no one else wanted to get these items, right? And my friend was just like, what the heck? Because they were talking about how long it would take to get gold and how long it took to get like money and stuff like that. And here I am making bank within my first day. And like he was like, hey, you should pay me a fee. Like I want 1 gold for being your chaperone here and WoW. I'm like, what the frick? Are you extorting? And then like I think a day later I found there was a song for a WoW, like a WoW parody song called Chinese Gold Farmer, and I'm like, oh damn, I'm Chinese and I'm basically gold farming. I became this thing I didn't know existed. And my friend was just like, how have you done this? You surprisingly never got into WoW? I don't think I played enough to actually be like, yo, I was really into WoW. I don't remember getting too far at all. Like at all. I just remember making a buttload of money, and then like I don't even think I went to the second world. I don't know. I don't even know. The meme, the legend. I remember listening to this song. I'm like, I'm a Chinese gold farmer. Straight up. I'm not even a bot. I'm just a Chinese gold farmer. It's my only purpose in life. How do I make money in this game as fast as possible so that I just don't need to worry about other things? This is why gambling in video games is bad for me. I think, what's another one? There was another game that's on Steam. What's the one game that where you actually age? There's like an MMORPG that was kind of popular where you age. You went MU Online, Lineage 2, Ion, Terra, Blade and Soul, and a bunch of other games. I think I feel like I might have tried like a lot of different MMORPG games, like at least once. Like I'll try it for like a day or two, and then if it doesn't suit my fancy, I'll like move on. Because I do remember I think I did try Lineage for a little bit, because I do remember going through and downloading a crap ton of things. I went through a phase where like I would just try to find MMORPG games and just download, and it would take forever to do the patches and stuff like that, and blah, 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 and stuff like that. I was really excited for Blade and Soul. I remember before Blade and Soul was released, I was super duper excited for Blade and Soul, and I played Blade and Soul for a little bit. But then of course I got really busy, and then I haven't returned to Blade and Soul again. But I still love Blade and Soul because like I love the aesthetic. I love the clothes. I love looking at all the clothes and the aesthetic. And I'm a little tiny Lynn. I'm a tiny little Lynn. I have friends that still want me to play Blade and Soul, but I'm just like, I can't commit that much time to it. I feel bad because I haven't really been playing a lot of MMORPGs. It's too much time commitment. It's a nice game. I made a Lin too because Blade Dancer is race locked. Yes. What am I? I think I might have been a Blade Dancer actually. Yeah. They added new jobs though, or class jobs. I think someone was telling me that they can use guns now. Like you can be a dual gun wielder or something like that. Yeah. They were trying to get me to get back into the game because of the new classes. It looked fun. The gun class. I'm worried about getting back into the game. Like I'm just like I can't log in. I'm worried that I'm gonna get addicted and then you guys won't see me for like a whole like 2 weeks to a month. When you like you see something, you're like, oof, oof. The moment I touch that, there's no turning back. That like I'm gonna go down that hole and not be seen from again. Yes, I haven't played it in a while. Stream it. You want me to stream it? Oh no, you want me to get back into Blade Install and stream Blade Install? Would I have to start a new... Here's the question though. Would I have to start a new character or would I be able to play my current character? Because I didn't get very far in my current one. So I could probably play that if you guys didn't mind. I never even finished the main story. Like I think I was told there was so many different expansions to the story. Like there's so many different expansion chapters. I have not even finished the first one. I think I'm barely like level 20 or level 30. I'm barely. You didn't get that far either? Yeah, we can all play together. We can all play together. But if I get into it and then I disappear and then I get addicted to Blade and Soul, that's the concern right there. But it's really pretty. Oh my god, it's really pretty. I wish there was an art book of just all of the costumes and outfits. I know you can look at all the costumes and outfits in game, but I just want a book. I just want a book of every single clothing for every single type of race. I'm really into clothing design. I think I tried looking online too. I tried Googling it once. I don't know if there was like an easier way to look at the outfits, but I couldn't find an easy way. Back 5 years later. Hello guys, I'm back and collected all the clothes of the game. That would take a long time, because I think they're still adding clothes, and I think there are some clothes that are just specific to events or like weekly gachas or something like that. Like I know there's specific event ones. And then I would have to have different races too, because there are some clothes that look different depending on the race. There are some clothes that look different. Because I know like what like the humans will have like a scantily clad outfit, and then when you put it on a Lin, it looks super duper adorable and adorable. Oh my god. I feel like some games have all the outfits on their wiki, but don't know about this one. I tried Googling it before. I wasn't able to find a specific outfit that I wanted to look at. There was like a specific outfit I want. You can look at it. You can look at all the outfits. Like you can try on the outfits in game. Like they have like that category where you can just like flip through it and just try it on. But I really wish there was a book so that I didn't have to log in so that I can look at all these outfits. I would like that. But this, I don't know, the graphics, everything looks so good. Yes, great design. Great design. If I could have all of those clothes, IRL, like if I could just have someone like hire them and be like, hey, these outfits, these luxurious designs, if you could make them into proper clothes, and I mean proper clothes, okay, not costumes. I don't want costumes. I don't want like something that has like fake pockets, like when you make something that's not real and it's got like fake stuff, fake adornments and stuff like that, trimming that isn't properly sewn on and it's just for aesthetics or for looks. I want it to be actual, like follow the functionalities of clothes structure. Okay, I want that. A lot. Yeah. You hate fake pockets. I do too. And you know what's even more frustrating? They do it a lot for like female clothes, right? And friggin' like when you get the the pants, the girl pants with fake pockets. And you know what's maddening is when they are real pockets, but they sew them shut. So then you have to get your seam rippers and rip them open so that you have access to these tiny arse pockets that barely fit your fingers. Like, what a waste of zippers. That too. Ah, I really appreciate it if they can make like outfits. So like, you know how like there are some clothing brands that make cosplay themed outfits, but they're actual clothes. I like those ones, not costumes that use like the costume fabrics and materials. You know what I'm talking about, right? When let's say you order a school uniform, okay? There you'll definitely tell the difference between a normal school uniform and then a school uniform that was made out of costume material that just feels like how do you say, like it's like this thick polyester like costumey kind of fabric and stuff like that. It's not wrong, it's not bad by any means, but at the same time it's like I'm also that type of person that tries to like mix and match my clothes, and sometimes I'll wear some cosplay elements in my normal clothing wear, so I would like it to kind of blend in. So I have there's that bunny girl from like Date Alive. I have a hoodie that's like, it's not a costume hoodie, it's an actual hoodie that's designed off of her design, sort of thing. I like that. I love that. I also have like a Cardcaptor Sakura, like Caro. I have a Caro poncho. That one's beautiful. I like that. And it's super soft. Oh, it's super soft. Not something that I would wear out. It's very yellow. It's very bright and yellow, but it is very cozy and soft. And then I think I have like a pleated skirt that is part of a costume for like a cosplay, like school uniform. Sometimes I wear that. Sometimes I wear that as a normal skirt. You know, if you're gonna have these costumes, you might as well make them multifunctional and wear them when, like a normal day. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to think if there's other stuff. But then again, I do wear Lolita out and about. So looking slightly extra is kind of normal for me. Yes, exactly so. I'm trying to think what else I have. But it's kind of hard to say because I do wear Lolita, so it's kind of like, what is the borderline between mixing cosplay in your everyday attire versus just going full blown out and being just super exorbitant in your attire. I haven't worn Lolita in a while, but then again, I haven't gone out in a while. Very depressing. I'm trying to avoid buying more Lolita. I'm following this store that I buy my Lolita from on Twitter, and every single time they post all these outfits, I'm like, don't look, just don't look, because they also have like, it's not like they always have it up, and that's the hard part. The store that I buy my Lolita from, you have to pre-order. Because they only hold like limited stock. You have to pre-order them, and once they're out, then it's just kind of like whatever limited stock left, and that makes it so much harder because when you see it and you see it there, it just makes you want to buy it even more because it's like they're not going to have it later. It's not something that I can look at and be like, oh, cool, they're releasing that. Maybe I'll get that a year from now if they still like, you know, and maybe I'll get that a year from now. No, it's like, oh, they're going to release this as a pre-order. I better get it now because they're not going to have it the moment it releases because everyone's been pre-ordering it and then I can't get it, and they never restock it. They never restock it unless the demand is high enough for it. Because there was a coat that I wanted, but they didn't have the pants that matched with it. And I'm like, hey, is there any chance I can have the pants? I can make an order for the pants. And they're like, no, we won't order the pants unless there's a demand of over like, I think it was like 200 plus or something for these pants. And I'm like, okay. There was a time I went crazy for some clothing company that made really cool hoodies based on Assassin's Creed, but the shipping was super expensive to where I am. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know which store you're talking about. What was it called? What was it called? I know this. I know this because I was shown this link a lot. And what's funny is that the first clothing that they made, it was based off of a design that someone did in a game called Second Life. I mentioned this a couple times. I played Second Life before, and there was an article of clothing in Second Life that was Assassin's Creed hoodie themed and whatnot, and I was told that this clothing company really liked that design and asked the creator if they could make it for real, and they're like, yeah, sure, and that's where it all started for them. And I think that's really cool. I think that's a really cool origin story. I think I was looking at their website recently. Facebook recommended it to me again. It was like six on, right? Six on something is the name of the clothing. Wait, before I commit to actually saying what this thing is, let me actually Google it. I'm pretty sure it's like 6 on. I thinks 6. Yeah, I think it's like 6 on clothing. And so they've kind of branched out, and they do a lot of like Final Fantasy stuff. Now that I'm looking, there are multiple sites, but I'm not sure the one I mean was the first one. Oh my god. I'm looking at their site. I think the last time I was on here, I'll go ahead and link this. Hashtag not spawn. But yeah. I love this kind of stuff when they make like actual clothes that are like themed off of designs, but they're more clothes than costume. Do you know what I mean? More clothes than costume. But I was looking at them recently. God, that automata. I'm now looking at the site. You guys got me looking at the site, and I'm seeing this automata raid sweater, and that looks gorgeous. I want that in my life. Oh no, what have you guys done to me? But I was looking at the site recently, right? And they had some bathing suits. They had like Kingdom Hearts themed bathing suits. I'm like, yo, that's kind of interesting. But I will say that their model pictures were kind of awkward. Oh yeah, it might be that one. Yes. I wonder if I can find some of these bathing suits. Were really awkward looking to me. Just because it kind of looked like the model looked uncomfortable wearing it. I won't go into details about it. You guys are free to look at them. It actually looks like they updated the model pictures, so it doesn't have the same model pictures that I saw before. They have an aqua bathing suit. The pictures still look kind of awkward to me. But at least they don't have the original awkward pictures. There were some other ones. There were different ones. But these ones are better. Still kind of awkward. But I will leave it at that. But oh my god, this automata raid sweater, I kind of like it. It's got that high neck. It's got that cold shoulder. I like cold shoulder outfits. They are really cool. And it's got the keyhole. I love keyholes. I don't think I have a lot of keyhole outfits. Actually, wait. No, I don't think I have any keyhole outfits, but I do have like a cold shoulder. These are like different style like terminologies. If I have to explain some of them, let me know. I do a lot of like online window shopping. So you know how like a lot of people, they go clothes shopping IRL. A lot of my stuff, I eBay. I spend a lot of time window shopping on eBay. You found it? Yes, go ahead and link it. Hello, Spicy Cow. We're just talking about clothes. Welcome. Volante design. Ah! This also sounds familiar to me. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. The quality of these. The quality of these are so good. I can see from that thick, like the thick fabric they're using. That's really good. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. What Yo. Yeah. Officially licensed. Oh, okay. Bloodborne. What kind of clothes you got? Ooh. I like that hunter's garb. I'm not gonna lie. That fabric, the fabric they're using is pretty thick. That's pretty thick. It's water resistant. That would explain the thickness. It looks nice. How much is this? Whoa! Yeah! They have a lot of new stuff you forgot about this site. Oh yeah, they've definitely grown since the last time I've seen them. Look at that. What is this? What am I looking at? Borderlands. They've got Assassin's Creed, Bloodborne, Borderlands, Dauntless, Devil May Cry, God of War, Lord of the Rings, Master of the Wills, Mega Man, Star Trek, Watch Dogs, all with the same kind of aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like they're all kind of similar in design, except for like Mega Man. Like what the? Oh, but that Mega Man design isn't too bad. I was expecting like a huge blue jacket, like just pure blue, but they actually made it quite stylish looking. That's actually pretty good. I recant my previous like feels. I'm impressed. Yo, but these things are really expensive. They cost an arm and a leg. What the heck? Yeah, I went crazy for this once. Oh, wow, they have a lot. Oh my god, for the Assassin's Creed, there's a crap ton. Look at that, you can get Viking leg wraps. Like, just Viking leg wraps. Yo, that cloak, though. I don't know, should I be streaming what I'm looking at? Is this gonna be let's look at window stuff? Hold on. What is up with the Band-Aid, Spicy Cow? I got my shot today. I have dose 1 shot today. I have dose 1 shot. I was shot today. Kablam. Yay! My second dose is June. What did I say? 5th? June 5th. So if I end up canceling that stream, you'll know why. Okay? And hopefully you guys won't get angry if I cancel that stream because I get sick because of shot dose 2. Yeah? Yeah? You guys will be understanding? You guys should be understanding. Or should I just not even bother scheduling for that day? Should I just preemptively just not schedule for that day? Make sure to take care of yourself, though. Yes. Yes. I felt kind of funny, but I feel okay. I think I was just a little bit sleepy and just filled with anxiety. Don't worry, health comes first. Thank you. Thank you. Same to you guys. Make sure you guys take care of yourself too. This is the lovely... Oopsie. Up, up. Well. There's so many different coats. I just want a long coat. But I don't like that. I don't like this. This is like thin. Right? I'm assuming this thin. I mean, it looks cool in theory, but it is like super thin. I mean, it does look cool actually. You know what? Now that I look at it. No, but it's too thin. How does it attach? Can I have one with the jacket open? Ha! Neep! Oh, it's detachable too. Crap, man, but these are only dry clean. These are only dry clean. What was that? What was what? I swear they had more variations back then. Maybe they standardized some designs. Yeah, I think they did. I think they did. I think the first time they had it, there was like a lot of different color variants. But now I think they're trying to just kind of limit themselves, the different variations, and just have like, yo, this style, that style, that style. But I remember like the very first coat they had like maybe five or six different color variants. This one's kind of cool. I like this one. It's nice. You know, you get that like that pleather. You get that thick pleather. Look at that. Ah. I like trench coats. I have a trench coat. I need to get it fixed. I have a little small rip in it, and so I don't want to wear it. I have it. It's my favorite because I have this. It's like I remember when I got it too. I was searching on eBay, and I went through a phase where I really like vintage clothes, and I was searching up vintage trench coat, and I found this one. It was like a pinstripe. Okay, so imagine if you will, it is a long coat that goes down to my past my knees. So I think it's like shin length, long, very form fitting, pinstripe trench coat that made me basically, I felt like a mobster when I wore it. I felt like a mobster in this pinstripe, navy blue pinstripe trench coat, and I love it. It's my favorite, and it's vintage, and it feels vintage. But then I have a little small hole in the elbow, and I can't wear it anymore because I don't want to ruin it anymore, and I need to figure out some way to repair it. No, I'm so sad. Was it? I'm not sure how I feel about wearing leather monkas? This one? The fake leather? So cool. I recently did get another trench coat that I haven't really worn, but it's kind of like the regular trench coat, like the tan, like the flashers kind of trench coat. I saw it at a secondhand shop, and it was in really good condition, and I'm like, you know what? I need this in my life for costume's sake. For if I ever feel like doing some sort of a film where I need a trench coat, right? I have one. I have a tan trench coat, and if I ever need something for somebody to pretend to be a flasher and I'll record, no, I have it. It is there. It exists. I think it's a pretty good brand too. I can't remember. It was like London Fog. London Fog is what the brand of the trench coat was. Oops, trench coat. Yeah, so just, you know, pretty standard trench coat. I have that. It exists. I still like this shirt. I like this. Less scary than freaking $725. I mean, it's still really expensive. For a sweater? Freaking $70 for a sweater? Oh my god. but I like it. I love cold shoulder stuff. What is this? What is this a reference to? Final Fantasy? This is a Final Fantasy? Whose coat is this? Rebel coat. My arm is starting to hurt. I'm not moving my arm enough. Ah. The black one looks like Kingdom Hearts. Yes, this one's Kingdom Hearts for sure. This one, Kingdom Hearts. This one is Aqua. This one, Shion, I guess. Organization. Organization 13. It's just a black bathing suit with a hoodie. You'd never, like, a hoodie and a bathing suit. Practicality. I mean, don't get me wrong. That is a very sultry black onesie. One suit. One piece. Is a very, and you've got that racy, like, yeah, like showing off them shoulders and crap. But like, never gonna use that hoodie. And especially, it's actually not gonna be that hydrodynamic. This hoodie, if you're actually trying to swim, it's going to just drag the water. And it's gonna just make it difficult for you to swim in general. Oh, that's actually so cute though. It looks really nice. It does look really nice. If your only plans... Oh, hello. Hello. You can show a little tum-tum. Ooh, man, get that friend service on. Look at that. I didn't... Yikes. Yikes. Does she show that feature off? Are you going to show that feature off? Oh, she kind of does. She does a little slight show. A very slight show, okay? You can show a little bit of that tum-tum. I can see that being a lot of problems. Man, and the hoodie's not even big enough. I'm a little bit sad. In order for me to enjoy the hoodie, I would have needed it to be a little bit bigger. I like droopy hoodies. If it's not a droopy hoodie, it's not satisfactory. If I can't wear pigtails while enjoying my hoodie, I just can't. Fan service. Trying to peep on the tum-tum. I'm just saying. The mannequin is showing a bit more tum-tum than the girl. But that's fair. That's fair. This model looks kind of uncomfortable wearing anything. That... what do we got here? Ooh! Skirt! Oh, why did they add skulls? Tifa does not have skulls on her skirt. I don't want no skulls on my skirt. I'm in the trip pants. Don't mean I'm a goth chick. I don't need no skulls. I would actually prefer it to be just black. That way it's universal, right? Then I could be like, I could probably wear this with like a soft pink sweater, right? And then I would be like cute but punk at the same time. I mean, I guess you could still wear with the skulls, but I like mixing and matching. Becca is totally a teacher. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it has little clippies. These things. And they do give you both sides of the what do you call these? I forgot what they call them. Like the seatbelt, the plastic seatbelt. You can strap other things to it. This is actually kind of cool because then you can have the leggings and you can strap the little legging hooks to the other end of these. You've got to be a history teacher or reading teacher. Tell you what subject I would be teaching. That would be so cute. I know, right? I actually do have some leggings that have straps on the end of it that I attach to a skirt. I like those ones. Those are my favorite. But yeah, they have that option. You could attach little legging straps to them. Very cute. Very cute. Much potential. I would like it even more if it was like a floofy skirt, like if it had more give and it wasn't that tight. If it was like a pleated skirt that had more give, I would like that. But I mean, then again, Tifa's skirt is supposed to be tight, but also right here in this particular picture, it doesn't look that tight, but I don't know. I have not played the remake. Actually, speaking of the remake, I did get it free for PlayStation Plus. I could play it. Speaking of, I could theoretically play it, actually. What is this? More Final Fantasy. Cashmere poncho. What is this from? Who wears this? It's from online. The online. Who wears this? Who wears this? So cute. So cute. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I mean, I'm... Oh. This is actually kind of cute. It's cashmere. Inspired by the cashmere poncho. So it's not actually cashmere. It's inspired by the cashmere poncho. Can I look up what this cashmere poncho looks like? Ah. So this one. Can I have a big picture of it? There we go. This one. This one right here. Equals this one right here. Oopsie, wrong one. No! There we go. Yes. Very fascinating. It's a very wintry poncho. Yes. I think my only note that I have about this is that it looks like the seams on the... right here on the shoulders, it's going to give it too much of an inward curve, which they're trying to make it a little bit more form-fitting, but it's going to make it a little bit more constricting on the structure, as opposed to this definitely looks comfy, right? Because it's obviously a poncho. They should have focused less on making it form-fitting and just make it like comfy, make it as comfy as possible. Especially since right here they're using fake fur, right? These ones, I can't tell if that's supposed to be fake fur or if it's supposed to be like tassel, more like actual like thread tassel as opposed to fox fur. This makes it a little bit uncomfortable because usually this fabric doesn't have a lot of stretch, right? It doesn't have a lot of stretch, so it's kind of like that's the trim that it's going to be at, and so it's going to be very stiff with that lining. And also the hood needs to be large. I can't tell how large the hood is. Granted, they do have the little Zelda peak hood, so hopefully there's a lot of give to be able to have like a large hood. Yes. Keyblade wielder bikini. So this is Sora's bikini. Can you imagine Sora wearing this bad boy? No, I'm joking. Don't imagine that. Don't imagine it. I like this. I like the sporty top. I would feel more comfortable though with shorts, maybe. But it's not bad. You can't go wrong with that design. I'm not really into these two. These two look really awkward. I don't know if you want me to look at them. I don't like these ones. This one is okay, but also a little bit too revealing for me. If I could pair this, so this top with these pants. Let's see what these pants look like. Dang, son. I just want to look at the pants. These pants are okay. Wait, Becca, what? What'd I do? What'd I do? What'd I do? Is this TOS? Because they aren't in water? There's water next to them. And Twitch TOS is dumb? Hope they paid that person a lot. Okay, well, we'll stop looking at those. They were next to water. Goddamn TOS. Ooh, I like the little thumb, the thumb sleeves. Those are also good. Thorn cosplay dress. Who is this? Oh my god, they did Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. Inspired by the eco-goth Thorn of the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. Thumb sleeves are super, super cute. On like a really, really baggy hoodie. Yes. Yes. Although at the same time, I'm just like, I'm just gonna get these sleeves really dirty. I really want like a baggy hoodie that's just like super cozy. The huge hoodie, thumb sleeves. Actually, that reminds me of there's like a frog hoodie that I wanted. I wonder if I could find it. That doesn't look too bad. Do I have to look up what this chick looks like to see how accurate this is? I mean, she does look accurate to what I remember. I don't know if you guys remember. Hex Girls. Or should I say Thorn? Thorn from Scooby-Doo. There we go. Look at that. Look at how accurate that is. Which one? This one. There you go. There you go. Look at that. It is straight up the dress in all its glory. Does it come with the necklace? I hope it comes with the necklace, actually. Oh no, dress only. Oh no. It's not complete without the necklace. What could you possibly be thinking? Waist tie. Made from fabric. Machine wash cold. No. No. How could you do this to me? Incomplete. Oh, this one's so cute. Christmas Sora. This one's good. This one looks like a good sweater too. This looks comfy. That looks comfy. I'm also eyeballing this because I like the keyhole. No accessory. Oof. I know, right? It's like when you get a cosplay, they give you everything but the accessories, and then now you have to figure out where to buy the accessories or how to make them, especially if it's like a brooch or something. This is cute. I really like this. Oh my god, that embroidery. Oh my god, chocobo. Wait, yes. Two little chocobo chicks. Artisan apron. Show picture. Oh, this is so cute. I think I'm losing that battle on whether or not to play Final Fantasy, but I don't want to. Oh my god. This is so cute. This apron is so cute. Look at how cute that apron is. Front bow tie and everything. Oh, and it looks absolutely dashing on a man. Yes. Yes. Oh, this is cute. What is this? What game is that? I don't know. 9 out of 10 would make barbecue. Fried chicken. You have to be making fried chicken if you're wearing that, right? Very halter top. I'm sorry, this stream just kind of divulged into let's look at cool gamer clothes. Who is this? Fairy Joy Top. More online Final Fantasy. Oh. Oh. Hello. That is so cute. I gotta be honest, I like the game version a little bit more. What does the top look like? It's not bad. I'd like it more if it included the sleeves or even the collar. Like that collar makes it. This collar makes it. I like this color. The sleeves, I just want this. I want this actually. I just want this. I don't mind. What did you have planned? It's the afternoon tea time. There are no plans. Unless someone requests something to me, there are absolutely no plans. That, and also I wasn't sure if I was even going to be doing it today because I got my shot and I'm just like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I should just cancel and go sleep. I'm like, no. I'm still feeling capable of doing it. I'm gonna reserve canceling for the second shot when I'm probably gonna feel even worse than this. Right now, just a sore arm. I'm okay. I don't need to move my arm around. Oh, it comes in purple. Yo, it comes in purple. Wait, that looks way better than I thought it would. Yeah, the game version looks great. In person, it's not as cute. Yeah. If I could just have this. It's not bad, but just that. Type 5-1 dress. Now what is this? I like looking at some of these clothes and trying to guess what the reference is. Oh, wait. What type? Yorha? Isn't that near Automata? Type 5-1 robe of casting but it's Final Fantasy? This is Final Fantasy though? Yorha? Am I confused? Oh. What do we got? What is this? That is so hard to see. Can I see it better on you? Oh, did Nier Automata do a crossover with Final Fantasy? Is that what this is? Look at that. Interesting. You are back. Sorry I had to take a phone call. No problem. Welcome back. We are... Whoops, wrong one. This one. I feel bad for critiquing these clothes. A lot of these clothes are really nice. But, I mean... First of all, why is this orange? Why have you made this orange? As someone who's not in great favors with the color orange, why have you made this orange? Why could you not have made it like a sheer fabric? This is because the neckline is not orange. This neckline is not orange. That is not orange. That is supposed to be like a sheer fabric. Yeah, they did 3 whole raids. Wah. Yes, I think there's a mission with those characters. I think the Endless Summer Top is adorable. Yoko Taro did an entire canon raid series with Final Fantasy. Really? This is a nice top. I still don't like that they made this orange. This is not orange. It is a sheer fabric. It would have looked so much more sultry if it was actually sheer. Yeah. Yeah, so the three raids in Final Fantasy are canon after one of the endings in Automata. Really? Really? I haven't played the new one that just came out, right? It just came out. There's a new one that just came out. I haven't played that one. I don't know anything. Are you downloading the free trial? Maybe they future proof for Halloween. Even if it was even oh dude, backless. Ooh, backless. Not completely backless, but back what do you call it? Back keyhole? They have front peephole, back peephole. Gathered ways, open bag, drapey style, floor length, thigh high slit on the right side. Ooh, got that slit on that right side. Showing off them knees there. I can't get over that it's orange. Why have you done this? What are these other ones? Lord Commander, Command Officer, Domain Samurai? What is this? I don't recognize. Oh, it's another Final Fantasy! There's a lot of Final Fantasy inspired clothes. Lord Hein region from Final Fantasy. Okay. So I'm looking at this. I'm trying to imagine what the original looks like. He's probably wearing like is he wearing like a yukata kimono? Maybe. Let's see. No. Yes, he is. That's actually pretty good. That is a pretty good inspiration design. Oops, wrong one. They did pretty good. Definitely got the feel for it there. Just this area. And then just make some paracord necklace. Wear some paracord, then you're good, you're solid. I like that. Devil Trigger men's dress shirt. Now this one I will say looks very smexy. Very smexy indeed. Got them zipper pockets. Devil May Cry. This definitely is on the like how do you say? I'm a nerd, but I'm trying to look cool about it so that you can't tell I'm a nerd, right? This is only for like the heavy in-depth nerds that are like, I know what that is, sort of thing. Like being a subtle nerd, but still wanting to look normal. That's what this is. That is what that is. I think that's it, right? I've gone through everything. Wait, I actually am curious about this coat though. Rebel coat. Because this has a lot of like belt straps and buckles and whatnot. Yo, wow. I like this. It looks good in white too. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. Yo! If you sign up, let me know so I can give you my reference code. This coat is trippin'. This coat, it looks so good. I want this to be realized. Hold on, let's okay, now that we've seen this, going back to their coat. I feel bad. Wait. Do they have it on a model? Do they have one with a model wearing it? No, they don't. They don't. Okay, this is like the closest thing we have. Yo, wait. Oops. They should yeet the entire current fashion industry and hire game designers for fashion shows. I would be all for that. I would absolutely be all for that. If they could just if our fashion could just be like whatever the video games and anime, like we need that to be real. We need that to be real. Like screw normal clothes. Life is too short to dress normal. Get some of that oomph in your fashion, right? And especially since like if you can make it look this gorgeous, if you can like imagine that and then realize that, wow. Do you know how amazing things would be? Do you know how expensive things would be? Oh Lord. The page on the left is made with Shopify. Most of them are usually drop shipping. So take a look in AliExpress before buying from those. You're so sleepy. Also talk ooh to me on Spotify when? You want me to put it on Spotify? I was thinking about whether or not I should, but I mean, it's kind of a parody. I'm not exactly sure what things I would need to do to be able, I mean, I have looked into it. I looked into it a little bit. But then also at the same time, it's still a parody. Like for instance, I used the instrumental from someone else. It's still a parody. I've seen some of the most weirdest stuff on fashion walkways, but game clothes are actual art. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree. They take a lot of time and effort, especially when they're like trying to render it out and make the fabrics look just beautiful. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's still a parody. I'm sorry. I would love to I would love to be able to put it on Spotify so that you could listen to it ever so casually, but you'll have to just deal with it just on YouTube, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to look into whether or not I can, but I don't exactly own the instrumental that I used for it. I was just like, yes. I'm trying to work on some original stuff, so that way I don't have that issue. But until then, like, uh, if I hear something that I like, I can't help myself. I don't hate this coat. It is, I mean, it did grab my attention. I don't hate it. Oh my god, and the hood comes off. That's a bonus. The hood comes off. The hood comes off. My only concern about this is that it does look like the fabric is a little bit too thin. The fabric looks a little bit thinner than my preference in order for this, and I need it to be a little bit longer and a little bit wider, girth wise, like around the edge and the bottom bit, so that it's more drapey. You want that extra drapage. Those are my only notes: thicker fabric, longer, more drapey. Oh, they do free shipping. Free shipping on all us orders. Money stress ball. Postman bunny letter. You're gonna head to bed now? Very sleepy? Night night? Okay, good night, Spicy Cow. Thank you for joining. Thank you. It's always good to see you stop by. You should see some of the cash shopping clothes. Some of the cash shopping clothing. What is that? Have a good sleep. Yes, yes, have a good sleep. Spicy Cow. Night night. The stuff you can buy for Final Fantasy with real money. Wow. And Spicy Cow, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. It has been 2 months. Yes, it has been 2 months. As always, you know I don't expect you guys to sub at all, if any. I only offer my jelly donlet to you. I only have that as offering for right now. Good night, and also you should just become a partner so I can have the founder's badge. I mean, in order to get partner, I'd have to have more following, right? I have to meet more standards that I don't think I'm hitting. I'd have to do a lot better. I have to do a lot better than what I'm doing right now. So, you should. I have to do better. I think... Just do it. Okay. Okay, Spicy Cow, you believe in me. I'll just do it. I'll do it for sure. It'll happen eventually. I'm trying to think about what to do next after... Hey, if I did it, you can too. I hope so. I hope so. It'd be quite wonderful. I love having you guys here. That'll be the dream. I'm gonna work towards that. Anyway, I love being here too. Aw, thank you, TM. Thank you. I always feel happy when you're around, TM. I always feel happy when all of you guys are around. You guys are such a blessing to stream for. Yes, then you can have the funny purple circle too. Funny purple circle? Funny purple circle? Night night! I'll be sure to stop by next time you're live. Okay, okay. Same time as usual. Same times. What's the funny purple circle? That one? Oh. The thingy with the check mark? Oh. Ah. Fascinating. I'm learning new things every day. What's the star for? For the longest time, I didn't know that swords were moderators until Rio told me. Wait, then what's the dino that TM has? Or is it... The star is because you have no Twitch subs. Oh. The checkmark is the verified badge. The dino is the glitch con. Oh! No Twitch sub badges. Oops. No Twitch sub badges. No badges. No badge. Oh. Interesting, interesting. GlitchCon. TM, you went to GlitchCon? How was that? I'm a sub. So now I have the default sub icon. Ah. GlitchCon was online. It was? It got cancelled and made it virtual. Yeah, you had to send a message to Twitch chat. Oh. Ah! You changed your icon to Dino now. It's not the purple circle. It's now the Dino. Ah! I didn't know you can actively change that. You guys are teaching me so many things. Crown Squad. And the crown is the bits, right? I think you guys mentioned, right? Checkmark equals Twitch partner. Dino equals GlitchCon. Crown equal Prime. Battery equal Turbo. Then there are TwitchCon badges. Crown is Prime. Ah. What do I have? Ah. Crown. There's so much. What's the gold that Rio keeps talking about? I thought that was the crown, but I guess not. Crown is Prime. What happened? You lagged. Oh no, don't lag. You're back now. Welcome back. There's also this pledge thing. Pledges. Is pledges different than bits? What is that? It looks like a box button thing. Good luck. Have fun. Spicy Cow also has it. You guys are switching back and forth. How are you doing that? Magic. It's all magic. You can change the badge displayed. Ah! That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. I didn't know all of this. I thought it was just automatic. I thought it was automatic to like what's the last thing you did. I didn't know you can actively. No? Ah. Takes you to a web page. You just pledge and you will be a good person online. If you ever see checkmark. Ah. Those are the coolest people. Oh, I don't have a check mark. Oh. Yeah, I know, I know. I have to become a partner. One day, one day. One day. I can do it. I can do it. Eventually. The red icon is the best. Only one. Only one can have it at a time. It's like having the microphone. Indeed, indeed. Ah. You guys let me know if there's other things that you want me to, like, if you want to see me do other things. I know today was just just chatting day. I was just like, I have nothing planned. I didn't even know. I just got my shot. I have nothing planned. Apex Legends stream. You really want me to play Apex? You really want me to play Apex? Those shooter games, those like competition shooter games, like PUBG, and like Apex and stuff like that. I play those when I hate myself. I play those when I'm feeling like hating myself because you guys have seen me play video games. You guys have seen me try to play platformers. It's just gonna be 2 hours of just me dying straight. No chance. You think it would be fun? But you play those all the time. Do I? When have I been playing these? I played Apex once. I played Apex once. And it was kind of funny because my experience of playing Apex was I was with a couple of my friends and they were trying to go pro serious, and at one point they were like, Becco, stay away from me. You're just gonna make a target on my back. I'm like, fine then. And I just like, we were in this weird like muddy area that had like a lot of slopes and stuff. So then I was just power sliding as if I was on a skateboard and just doing tricks all by my lonesome self in this muddy platform, like muddy plane thingy. And I'm just like, just whatever, like shoo, 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 all over the place. I'm like, I do my own thing. I'm not getting shot surprisingly. I'm like, hey, I'm going to divert attention over here. I'm just power sliding all over this place. Like, I can consider it. I'll give it a try for one of the Saturday streams. I guess that's something I can consider. Maybe next week. We'll see. You guys will see how bad I am at Apex. You'll see how wretched I am. I'll pencil that in for you guys. I'll do that. I'll commit. I'm committing. I'm saying it right here, right now, so I'll commit. Have you been playing anything VR lately? I pop onto VR chat every so often. I think I do VR chat maybe either once or twice a week. At least once or twice. At the very minimum, once a week. At the very most, maybe twice a week. Only because I'm still very uneasy about the VR. I still get motion sickness a lot, and every time I play VR, I have to wear C-bands on my wrists to help try to mediate the sickness. It's so bad, and if I'm standing, if I have to play a game where I'm standing and I'm walking, I do tilt. I start leaning. I will fall. Yeah. You've never gotten motion sick in VR? You are a lucky one. You are very lucky. Motion sickness is the worst thing ever. It is. It's very bad. It can F up your entire day. Yes, it has. Someone was having me play, speaking of MMORPGs, there is, someone was having me play Township, which is like a VR MMORPG sort of thing. Very interesting, fun game. Like everything is manual labor, like to the extreme, immersion labor, everything. But because there's so much, is it on Steam? No, but it is free. You have to join the Discord. You have to search up, it's called Township Tale. You have to join the Discord, and it's like in beta testing. So it is free to play. It is free to play. But there's like so much movement and everything that like maybe I'll play like a 2-hour session, and by the end of it, like I am floored. After I remove my headset, I'm just like laying on the floor, and it's so bad that I have to get an ice pack and put on my head because I'm just like, everything is like spinning. My head is just like all over the place. I have to ice pack my head in order to recover. I think that's the worst it gets. I'm kind of getting used to VR chat, at least, because at least with VR chat, I can go into a room, I will sit somewhere, and that is where I'm sitting for the rest of the night. That is where I stay. Oh, if I fit, I sit, and then I stay. My first and last time in Boneworks made me stay on my bed for 5 hours. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have Boneworks, but I've heard that Boneworks is an awesome game to play in VR. Township Tale. Let me see. Yes. Yes, this game. It is a very interesting and fun game. My friend messaged me. They're like, "Are you done with Township? Like, did you not like it?" I'm like, "No, it's not that I don't like it. I do want to play it, but I can't." And it's sometimes hard because sometimes the servers you play on, there's lag, and that makes the motion sickness worse for me. The lag makes it a little bit worse. I'm like, I just can't. It's fun, but I just can't. Especially since I still have to do third-person locomotion. I haven't gotten to a point where I'm comfortable doing first-person. I'm trying to get to that point because I know a lot of games, they're slowly becoming like it's better to do it first-person locomotion. But if I do first-person locomotion, that's when I start tilting, right? Because when I'm moving, but I'm not moving, so my body will start tilting, and it makes me lose my balance. So I use third person for right now, and sometimes I'll do first person to try to wean myself into it. I have Boneworks and I don't like being chased by things, so the mannequins coming after me made me sad fox boy. Oh no. Oh no, mannequins? Oh no. So what you're saying is I can't play this game. Oh no. Especially in VR, the immersion, it would be too real for me. It would be too real. That's my worst fear. I hate mannequins. I hate mannequins. You guys all know this. Irrational fear. In malls, I avoid mannequins. No kid. No kid. If I'm walking through the mall and we're going through like a store, I will actively avoid the mannequins. I have to like Pac-Man my way around them like they're ghosts. Okay? I have to avoid them. I can't stand next to them. I can't be next to them. If I'm ever caught like kind of next to them, it sends chills down my spine. I jump. I literally like freak the frick out. In Barcelona, I've seen mannequins with really creepy face expressions. Oh god. I'd be mortified. I'd hate it. I don't find them that creepy. Well, Spicy Cow, then good on you. You don't have that irrational fear like I do. I acknowledge it's an irrational fear. I should be sleeping now, but everything is interesting. I've talked about my irrational fear of mannequins. I don't know where it started, but I mean, I've gotten a vague idea. Speaking of like mannequins being really creepy, there was one time I went to like a Victoria's Secret and they had mannequins in the dressing rooms. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you put mannequins inside of the dressing room? At least to say I did not go in the dressing rooms. But in the case of my mannequin origin story, I watched a movie with my grandfather about this wax museum guy, and they were trying to solve like a bunch of murders or something like that, and this lady saw like the Joan of Arc and she was really interested in it, and she got really close to it and she realized there was like a normal modern earring underneath like the wax stuff, and that's when she found out that basically this guy was killing people and then like putting wax over them, like he was killing people and then hiding them in the wax dummies, long story short. And I guess ever since then, to me it's like I guess I have this irrational fear that mannequins are actually alive. Mannequins actually have like, they're going to be alive and they're going to like move and grab me, come to life, you know, that sort of irrational fear. That's why I can't stand them. They're too real. They're too much past the uncanny valley. You give up. What is this? Those are the ones I'm talking about. They are so scary. I'm not going to click on that link. Apollo. I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna have someone else click on it for me and tell me about it. But I'm not gonna click on it. And I can see that, Becco. It's literally terrifying. Okay, then don't ever come to Barcelona. Duly noted. I hope I don't ever accidentally go to Barcelona forgetting about this fact and then coming across these things. I hope one of these days I don't accidentally go to Barcelona. You know what's sad? So I actually do have a story about having to deal with mannequins. I went to the Philippines one time with my family, and mind you, both of my siblings know about this irrational fear. We went to one of the malls in the Philippines, and inside the mall, and this was when we were really into Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay, we were really into this. In the mall, they had this basically mini museum for Ripley's Believe It or Not. Yeah, Ripley's Believe It or Not. And my dad was just like, oh, this will be great. This will be great. Let's do this. And I'm looking inside, right? I'm looking inside and I'm like, I'm seeing all of these wax dummies. Like everything is it's just pure wax dummies. The way it's set up is basically like, how do you say? It's just a lot of stalls just filled with wax dummies talking about these different like Ripley's Believe It or Not people incidents sort of thing, right? And I'm straight up telling him like, I don't want to go in there. I can't go in there. I can't. And my parents get angry at me and they're like, this is an experience. This is family time. You're going. And I'm like, I can't. You don't understand. I can't go in there. I don't want to go in there. I can't do this. I'm scared of mannequins. I can't do this. And they're like, no, you're doing this. They refuse to take no for an answer. But you know what's really sad? My brother said, no, he doesn't want to go in there. And so my mom's like, okay, I'll wait outside with him. And I'm like, yo, wait, what? And so they made me go in with my sister. And the entire time I'm like vice gripping my sister. And we have to go through this thing. And like, it was like one wall. It was kind of like you go up and down these hallways, and one side of the wall had like the diorama, and then you had the wall to the other side. And I was trying to be as close to the wall as possible while vice gripping my sister's arm and just being very terrified, shaking, barely able to move and everything. And my dad is just so confused. He's so confused as to why I'm acting like this. And I'm just like, I am just like, I'm a bloody mess. I am such a bloody mess. We go through halfway through this museum experience thing, and the Ripley's Believe It or Not theme changes. It makes it so that both sides, there was no wall anymore. There was no wall for me to stand next to. Both sides were both dioramas, and the theme changed to horror.
Ripley's Believe It or Not. And at that point, I just started crying. I'm like, I cannot do this. And they had to have have me leave through an emergency exit and everything. And I had to meet up with my mom. And by the time when my dad and my sister came out, they were like, my dad was really angry with me, and he's just like, why didn't you tell me that you couldn't do this? Like, why didn't you tell me? And both my brother and sister were like, she did. You weren't listening. I'm like, why am I getting yelled at? I told you guys I can't do this. I don't mannequin. Yeah, that was my experience with thankfully, I hopefully don't have to do that again. No amount of immersion therapy, I don't think, will fix that. I don't think so. I just like that both my brother and sister yelled at my parents that I did. That I did tell them. But yeah. Anyway, I definitely should end the stream. I'm 24 minutes past, and Spicy Cow is still here, and Spicy Cow was supposed to go to sleep like 24 minutes ago. Spicy Cow said goodbye like 24 minutes ago, and I'm 24 minutes over, 25 minutes over. So I'm probably keeping you guys up. Well, I'm keeping Spicy Cow up. And no, Spicy Cow, you said goodnight. Don't say no to me. Don't say no to me, Spicy Cow. I am not keeping you up. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Let me scroll up and read your message where you said you were going to go to sleep. Let me go read that message again. Yes. Becco, have you seen the meme tweet by Ninja? I have not. Why? What is the meme tweet by Ninja? I'm doing some things. It was a bug. Oh. I went to eat some food and found something interesting about my fridge. What is interesting about your fridge? Did you know my fridge, if you leave the door open for too long, my fridge likes to scream at me. I don't think I've ever had a fridge scream at me before. It was a bug. Are you talking about the quote tweet where Lady Gaga asked who he was? It's just some cringe thing he posted about his wife and LOL. Lol. I will send pic to Discord. Okay. Scream at you. Yeah. If I leave my fridge door open for too long, it likes to go like, bidoo, 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 because, you know, it's telling you like, hey, you're letting the cold out. You're letting the cold out. You better close this door. You're letting the cold out. Everything's gonna spoil. So it likes to let me know when I've had the door open for too long. But sometimes, like, I'm going through the fridge and I'm trying to reorganize everything. So of course I have to have the door open for a bit. And it's just like, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Please, fridge. So I have to close the fridge and then open it again so that I can continue. So I can continue organizing the fridge. Yeah. Yeah. Is this tweet safe for me to open? Nothing scary. If you guys ever show me anything scary, I'm going to be really sad. Huh? Interesting tweet. Good on him? What kind of sandwich was it? I care more about the sandwich. I like turkey pesto sandwich. Ah, hydration.
Thank you so much.
I thought you were gonna say I like movies. Well, I'm. You were actually expecting it. There's nothing wrong with a bountiful goddess, okay? Though I'm on team small side. Sent it to memes. Okay. I should go. How have you guys kept me again? You guys have kept me again. You guys are really good at this. You just realized? If you own a Twitch team, you can send an email to any Twitch creator on the platform. Because when you invite someone to the team, it emails them. Twitch team, so like specifically for like LOL and Dota and all those competitive ones? I'm assuming so. You can have teams on Twitch. Like your group? So like if you're like let's say like, oh, spicy cow and we team up. We're now like a team. They have their own Twitch, I have my own Twitch. We make a little mini group. And we are called Spicy Cat Cow. I don't know. Is that what you mean? We just make our own little group? Yes, and it shows up on the streamer's profile. Interesting. It's like it displays next to the game. Ah. I see what you mean. Something else for me to look into, it seems. So there's all different kinds of groups and teams? All different kinds of teams? Hmm. I guess I should see if some of if like for instance my rigger papa has a team for like uh his children and stuff like that. I should ask. Oh. They get a page where you can see who is live and stuff. That's cool. That's really cool. Is that a new feature? I've never heard of that before. You have to be a partner to create them, sadly. Oh, someday. Someday. Long time feature. Do I have to be a partner to join one, or only a partner to create one? Because would I be able to join one without being a partner? If there's already a team out there available? Ah. Little old Neko looking for a team here. No, I'm looking for someone to house me. I'm house trained, I swear. I have the attention span of a jelly donlet. The only waifu for me is that of a wagyu steak. Has the irrational fear of mannequins and deep water. Looking for a good home. Some are pretty welcoming, some are just for artists, etc. If you actually want a team, I can just invite you to mine. I have to see. I'm gonna look into the team stuff. I'd be interested. I'll look at it to see what it does. More stuff. I'm really slow at making decisions, as you guys can tell. I'm really slow at making decisions. I tend to overthink. I'm that person for like if I'm shopping for something, I'll look at it repeatedly throughout the week and wait till like the last day that it's due to buy. Like if it's a pre-order, I'll wait till the very last day and still make that clutch decision. I'm that person. To be honest, I really don't know. I just made one and names it something clean so it looked better when live. Something clean is always nice. Yeah, that's why you lost the opportunity to get Black Mesa for only $8. I know. I thought about that. I really did. And I think the reason why I ended up not getting it is because I wasn't exactly sure how long it would take me to play Black Mesa. And then I know you guys were expecting me to play Alex afterwards, but right now my VR space is really small and I don't want a chance. So like when I got my VR set, and I don't remember if I told you guys, but I only had it for like 3 days before the right controller decided to stop tracking completely. Like it just broke. It broke. And I don't know if it's because I have a really small space, play area space, and not naming any names, but somebody might have smacked that controller against the wardrobe, and not completely sure if that could be the cause of the reason that it stopped tracking. And so I'm just like, well, I want to wait until I have a bigger play area, especially for Half-Life Alyx. I figure it'll just make things a lot better, play wise and experience wise, if I'm not smacking my wardrobe every 5 seconds and potentially losing tracking. And so I'm just like, there's hopefully going to be other sales and stuff. But yeah, for some reason my phone won't stop playing your stream audio. My stream audio. Oh, like I have everything on my phone closed. Your phone knows what you want in your heart, Spicy Cow. Your phone knows that Spicy Cow wants more Becco in their life. The phone's like, no, you can't get rid of this. True. Oh, Spicy Cow. You're just trying to sleep. I can go. I can totally. What time is it now? What time is it? 38. How am I still here? But yeah, well, I'm watching on my computer, but I had it open on my phone prior. Oh, so it's double Becco. Double Becco across the way. Beko beko. Beko beko. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping I'm gonna wait for the next one. Hopefully, I'll have more space by then. Um, give or take. It's probably gonna take a little bit of time. So that's the reason I do apologize. I do apologize. I do want to play. I do want to play for you guys. Don't get me wrong. I do. But I want to give you guys the best experience possible, and I'm hoping that experience is gonna be without me smacking my wardrobe. I'm hoping that would be the case. That's the hope and the dream. But anyway, I should go. In terms of next week's streams, I believe it should be pretty similar, pretty much the same thing as this week. With the, I guess, afternoon tea time, you guys are wanting me to play Apex. I guess that's already predetermined this week. Predetermined. Apex next Saturday, next afternoon tea time. Thank you guys. Thank you. It's always a pleasure for you guys to have, to be here watching my stream. Thank you guys so much. Yes, have a good night. Have a good night and have a good weekend, okay? I will see you guys next week. Bye.